It's sort of funny, the thing that we all say, anybody who's been on one of these missions always says the same thing, we get more out of it than we give. And it sounds like a platitude, but it is absolutely true.
So I can put her muscle back together.
Fun. I'm just gonna do my time a lot more.
All right, see ya.
Well, I'll see you at the hospital, I'm sure.
My name is Brandon Johnson. I am a ear, nose, and throat surgery resident at KU Medical Center.
My name is Candace Lindley, and I am a nurse practitioner, and I work in cardiothoracic surgery.
The idea of being able to really help people in a different kind of way, that really appealed to me, and so I'd been looking for something.
I wanted to go over there so bad and do stuff to help them.
I went without the expectation that there was going to be anything nice or fancy. The hospitals that I've worked at, they are very basic. The equipment that we had to work with was, sort of different than we're used to here.
The first day when we were there, we were kind of triaging the enormous crowd of people, and I never expected that many people to be like inside their actual hospital walls. They had like this narrow hallway with tile, and there are people on the ground, like you're stepping over people. There's just people everywhere.
Just seeing the hospital and just immediately kind of seeing the differences of our facilities are versus what they have available to them.
And that was like one of the first images that stuck with me, because I was like, there's no way, we're here 4 days, but there's so many people that need help, and I don't know how we can do all this.
If you go there, I don't know how you could come back without having lots of changes to your perspective.
I know I remember telling people a lot of times that I was just looking to hang like IV bags on something, and there wasn't always a pole. So there was times where I was taking like medical tape and like taking a bag of IV fluid and like taping it up on the wall. You just make do with whatever you have.
The reality of Medical Mission Foundation, the reality of our being able to help locally and internationally is resources.
I know coming back, which like the whole next week after coming back was really hard to think that we left. I know what I kept thinking was, oh my gosh, we still left so many people over there that needed help.
The things that Medical Mission does locally and internationally are so important.
It isn't just about the medical work, it's really about the community itself. I think that's what makes it worthwhile.
The world is in a really delicate balance right now. And if there's one thing that we need, it's bringing people together. It doesn't matter whether you're in Africa or the Philippines or, Central America or in Kansas City. It doesn't matter where you are, you got so much more in common than you do not. And, developing those relationships, that's what's going to make all the difference in the future.
What this foundation does, I think, is much more than just medical mission work.
We've got incredible human resources. We've got people who are willing to give up their time. They're willing to spend time in places that are challenging and that aren't always quite as safe as we'd like them to be.
They just need so much more than what they're getting. I'm so glad we could take that over there to them.
We need resources, and that's what this is all about. It is about making sure that we have those resources so we can keep this going.
I think this foundation deserves a lot of support because we're doing so much to change the community.
One can't do it all. We have to work together on this. I would ask you to consider helping in any way you can.
We can do a lot of things locally here, but we have to keep in mind that, yeah, we're helping our people, but they're our people too. And just because they're not here in our country doesn't mean that we can't help them, because they need it most.